Going live. Hello, 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 everybody.
Hi
We are,
guys.
we are live.
We
So if you
doing
woohoo, if you're out there, let us know. I'm going to my Susan Schatzter says, bring it on, friends.
I love it.
Um,
I'm going
so
now so that I can share. There it is.
yeah, I'm gonna share too. We are sharing on. Oh, there I am. There we are. Let me make sure the volume is down, Mitchell.
Right.
You're like, right.
Yes. I'll be like, all the loud.
We don't need all the loud right now. Hey, somebody's out there. I can see like a number. I know you're there. You can be a fly on the wall. We don't mind. There's at least 3 of you out there. So if you want to let us know where you are watching from. Oh, Lewis is here. Yay.
Hey.
Lewis is watching. I love the what do you call it? Caption, closed caption.
Yes. There we go. Now I'm up. Hey Lewis, hey Brenda. How are you
Hey,
guys?
Susan, Brenda. Woohoo. Good to see you all here.
Welcome.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, Brenda loves your hair. Brenda, did you scroll past her page and see her? What did you call the hair when it was big?
and I was a Thundercat.
Thundercat. That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
Susan's Orlando people.
thank you. I just literally walked in the house from getting it done. So thank you, thank you.
She was about to say, start without me.
I was. I
Diana, you made it. Way. Susan, hello, hello, Montana.
I don't know why my thing won't update. Oh no. Wait, what's going on here?
Like what won't update? Ooh, we already got like 10 people. V said it before we came on. She's like, I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of people tonight. I pulled the Norman tiles and I got
Mm-hmm.
the bear. Now what I got, did I get bear first? Yeah, I got bear
Yep.
first and then garden. And garden is all about the community, which is you people, us together. So together, bear and garden, maybe we'll be talking about some health. Maybe we'll be talking
Mhm.
about some things. Oh, Deltona, yay! Now,
Hey, hey.
for those of you not from Florida,
Here we
don't
go.
confuse Deltona with Daytona or DeLand, but they're all very close. Brenda, you're within spitting distance. I'm in Orlando and I'm a native Floridian, so I know all those places. Some better than others.
All right. I had to refresh my screen and come out and come back in. Mercury retrograde has been
Ooh,
doing my technology something scapless,
do
yo.
you know where Mercury kicked my beep? Was at work. Just huge miscommunication.
No.
Um, yeah, like yeah, it was wild. Uh-oh, I've got a visitor.
The baby?
Hi, you want to say hello? It's Santiago. It's
Hey,
just
Santiago.
so. Oh, you're gonna go up there? Okay, he's gonna go up
Like,
there. Just don't play near the fire.
he's like, cat butt. Here's my butt.
That's a good sign when they show you their butt. It's a good sign. It's like,
Okay.
I trust you. Because let's be honest, people. Let's be honest. There has to be a lot of trust there. All right? All right. That's all I'm saying.
I love it.
Oh my goodness, Brenda. Brenda's having a heart procedure tomorrow, so I want to surround myself with some amazing energy. So,
Yes.
with your permission, Brenda, and by that, all you have to do is accept it or not. Anybody in the sound of my voice, whether you're live or Memorex, we're just going to send Brenda some beautiful, wonderful healing energy for her highest good, for her greatest growth through whatever the procedure that she's got going on. And we don't claim to know what that highest good or greatest growth is, but we certainly hold you up and send that energy to you and your family and your family. My goodness. So, all right, Brenda said, I do.
Yes.
And so it is. And so it is. Beautiful. So
Oh,
V, are you okay? Hey, Christine.
no, I'm good. It's
Okay.
funny because well, it's not funny, but my mom is actually tomorrow's like the day for surgery. She's going in tomorrow for her hand. So I was just taking some of that light as well and shifting it her way. So I appreciate that.
Cool. Cool. Yes. And so it is. Amen. So, hey, V, I'm going to read with the Pride Tarot. It's collaborative deck, and there are 45 artists from around the world, LGBTQ plus community. And
Mhm.
it's a really cool deck because don't expect there to be a theme. There's, I think Stephen Bright's in there,
Mhm.
Chris Ann. I think a lot of the big
Mhm.
artists. I wonder. I don't remember if Jamie Sawyer's in there or not because I did not know who she was then. That'll be interesting to see. I have to see if there's.
I can't remember.
So it's a beautiful deck, and I love like on the back you can see love, but if you reverse it, it's the
Yes.
same. And that's in case you don't know, in the world of tarot, it's nice that the back of the card, if it looks the same upside down, right side up, that's a good thing because if you read reversals, you don't want to know if it's reversed before you turn it over or you're looking at it.
Right.
So V, you got a whole bunch of V going. Oh my gosh, V,
Yeah.
V, V,
What?
V.
What? 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 What?
Okay, hold on a second. Oh my gosh, where did? Hold on, hold on. I discovered something. Ladies and gentlemen, V! You hear that?
No.
Could y'all hear that?
I'm pretty sure it was like a round of applause. I'm thinking, but I didn't hear it.
Oh, because yes, it was. So, and here's another one. Let's see. This is a fun one. This is Kelly Clarkson. Oh no, that's not it. This is Kelly Clarkson.
Can't hear
You
them. I'm
can't
so
hear nothing?
sad.
Crap. It's probably because you're just on Skype listening, right? Back and forth
Yeah.
to me. Okay, they heard it. Because I was just like, I got to discover more of what's going on. I learned, oh my gosh, you know what I didn't do too?
What?
Hold on. I got to there's your name. There's my logo. There's my name. There's yours. Ba-bum. Pew, pew. Wait a minute. I need the, no, that's not what I need. I'm sorry you can't hear it, but it's really cool.
I'll take it.
So, oh my God. Hey, Chella. Hey, Lewis.
Hey.
So I said Shella is another Orlando peep. And Shella, I recently thought of you because I think I remember one of our tarot artists, goddesses, who created a deck, who I think they live in Orlando area, passed away recently. And I can't even remember who it is. If I'm saying the right thing, Shella, let me know. Hi. Check you out with your technical. So yeah, yeah, it is kind of fun. So anyway,
I don't
oh,
understand.
Larry's here. Larry heard
Baby's
it.
here
Your husband is here.
in the.
So, so
I
V,
don't
what you got so much going on? What you got going on right now? Seriously, and
understand.
sell it big, girl, because I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna sell it big.
So I am at the point of launch. Like I've been in launch for probably almost feels like forever now. But my Cosmic Star Confidence course is it's it starts the 17th, but I can say that it's live where I can send information. I had a free 3-day intuitive experience where we worked with the third eye. We talked about intuitive activation, opening the third eye, talking about intuition. What is it? How do we access it? How do we begin to trust it? Because it's the first step of basically confidence, of you knowing what you feel, know, see, hear, believe in order to step into the places that you want to be in life. Okay. A lot of us have a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of self doubt, a lot of, I don't know if I can do that, that causes us to live in this place of the should life where I should go do these things. I should have this 9 to 5. I should marry this person when it might not really truly be what you want to do. But because there's so much fear and static and everything else holding you back, you're just like, well, this is what I should do. But the should life does not equate the good life. So my course is all about working with the chakra system and basically just re-energizing all of those energy centers, and activating them so that you can have the courage, the determination, the passion, and the vision to see what the good life for you looks like. It's a 4-week course. Each week we are tackling a different chakra, and 2 of the weeks we're tackling 2 at one time. So first week is the root chakra, the second week is the solar plexus, the third week is the sacral and the heart, the fourth week is the heart and the throat. And we're going to be doing just some energetic work around getting those pieces in order so that we can begin to step out and really start taking over in the way that whatever your good life looks like. It might be
Oh,
a big city, it might be a small cottage and a forest, whatever that is, but just you getting to dictate how you want to live and not based on the obligations, societal pressures, or anything else that the world is trying to throw at you to make you do. So, yes.
beautiful.
So if you
Well,
guys are,
definitely either put your links in the chat room now or at the end, or you can do it
yeah,
while I'm talking. So I got, I went online and I ordered the latest Cartomancer, which I'm sad to say I've never gotten this magazine. Can you believe that all these years? I
oh,
know,
that's
didn't Arwen run it for a while, and now it's Amy and somebody else.
mm-hmm.
But they were so kind. I got the March through May issue as well. So I'm
Nice.
excited to start digging into those.
Uh-huh.
And I bought Tom Benjamin's book, or Ben Joviet, Your Tarot Toolkit. So far, I'm loving this. It's self-printed. What do you call it? Self-published, but it is
So
on Amazon. Your
okay.
Tarot Toolkit, Tom Benjamin, and very conversational. It's a workbook, people. I've been picking workbooks lately, and I'm not a great workbook person because I'm usually sitting in bed reading. And I'm like, I don't have cards with me, and I'll pull it up on my phone and I'll do them. And I'm like, I can. Then I would start saving them in my notes, and I was like, okay, I need to be serious about this.
Uh-huh.
So, yay, Christine Gorman, yay, Carter Manser.
Yes.
Um, so I want to quickly say how amazing manifesting is. And V, you'll probably give me the pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew,
Because
pew.
a couple weeks ago, I was part of Tarot-thon,
Mm-hmm.
and I did Tarot for Transformation, which I've done variations at Reader Studio and at StarCon. And probably a year ago when I Tarot-thon, it's 24 hours of tarot. We just keep handing it off from one YouTube channel to the next, from Simon Harrison of the Hermit's Cave. And I know probably last year I got done and I said, I really need to do more on YouTube because I just do my once a week thing. I'll send
Mm-hmm.
these over there after I'm done. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do more. So I started thinking, let me plan one of my own. Let me do a post Tarot-thon, break it down, talk about everybody. And then I said, oh, let me ask Will from Atypical Tarot. We just did our little talk. We did coffee conversations, and a coffee tarot and a conversation of opposites. And we talked about, how we might be perceived as opposites and all of it. He's an Aries, I'm a Pisces. I'm an
Mm-hmm.
extrovert, kind of an extrovert. He's not. He's an introvert. So it was kind of fun conversation. And then it was funny because boom, then Renee Pardo, I think, yeah, Pardo from the Tarot Magician said, "Would you be on my channel?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
That's
and then I asked Richie, his last name I think is Osborn, so it's going to be Richie and Mitchie Osborn. We're going to
Richie.
talk about
Yeah.
breaking the fourth wall because we're both theater people, both
Okay.
thespians. So about breaking the fourth wall, which is a theater term.
Uh-huh.
And then Dylan Bell of Opal's Truth said, "Would you be on my podcast?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah!" And then somebody
What?
said, "Would you write an article for a magazine in December?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yes, yes, and yes.
I
So
love it.
Jerry said your tarot transformation class was fantastic, still benefiting from the lesson. Oh, good. That is what I love to hear because I do that work. I do it on my own. I get to do it with clients. I workshop it on my own. But when I put it out to the masses in a workshop like that, I hope it hits. And I
Mhm.
usually, people usually will let me know, and I appreciate when they do. So I'm glad it's still benefiting and working. And it's one of those where when you get the little tool down, you can just pull it out quickly. And basically what it is in a nutshell is like you pick an issue like your fear of money or your lack of money, and then you just find an emotion. When you think about the fact that you have no money, how does that make you feel? Shitty. Okay, go find a tarot card that represents shitty. Now,
Mhm.
if you need a guide or a transformation card, one to kind of protect you, help you, or be a catalyst, go find that. Okay, I'll get the hangman because that'll give me some. Now, if I can wave a magic wand over
Mhm.
your shitty feelings over not having money, what would you want the outcome to be? Oh, I want 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. I want that
Yes.
joyous family unit.
Yep.
Okay, so we put those cards down, we get you into a quiet, mindful, meditative state. We step into that card of where we feel, how we currently feel. We use the transition catalyst gatekeeper guide
Yep.
card to help move you into the other one. We ceremonially flip them over and move into that new energy. And I kind of coach you about, are you willing to let go of this
Yep.
old way of being and step into the new way?
Yes.
Let's do it. So,
Awesome.
I'm preaching to the choir right now because that's probably what you're doing, the should life to the
Uh-huh.
good life. So,
Yeah, definitely.
so let's do some readings. I think it's that time. Hey, what deck are you going to read with? Just curious.
I am still working. I have fallen in love with the Modern Witches Tarot. I have definitely, yes. And like I said, a lot of it has to do with the cards themselves, the actual physical, the lamination, the thickness of
Oh,
the deck, just the feel of it just feels like sturdy and very good in my hands. And so this has been my working deck for a couple weeks now. So yeah.
nice. Yes, Diana, what would you do if you weren't afraid? You know that. That's the homework, right? That's one
I
of my
don't
big, I ask myself that question every day.
I don't know why my comments are not rolling. I have refreshed my screen. I have canceled it. I've come back to it. I don't
Well,
understand.
we won't hold it against you if you don't keep up.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be able to tell you who's on deck
Oh, okay.
the
I can
readings.
I can do that. I can do that. So,
Yeah.
all right, everybody, listen to the sound of my voice. If you were here 2 weeks ago, do not raise your hand right away. If you were here 4 weeks ago, wait maybe like a beat or two before you raise your hand. But if you've never been here or you've not had a reading for us in over a month, then you
Mhm.
need to type the word me, M-E as in me, myself, me. Type it in capital letters so we can see it. The first 8 that come up, we're gonna pick those and give those a reading. If you don't get on or you've already had a reading, you can piggyback. So start typing it because when you type the word me, you're giving
Mhm.
us permission to read you. So
Mhm.
who would like a reading? The first 8. Oh my good. So Diana,
I got none of this.
Troy, Troy, hello Troy, Christine. So Christine, Shella, Troy twice, Susan. Yay,
Jerry.
first time. Jerry, my B. What did you say? Jerry, me, my B. Susan. Okay, so I've got Susan S and Susan O, and there should be one more. Who do you think the last person got in?
My baby.
Yes. So Larry. All right, so we are done. Jerry's Jerry's real name here is Sherry. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So Jerry Beach is a pseudonym. Is that what it is? We're all good with that. Hey, you want to talk about? And this is something I think we talked about this over the weekend on our conversation. I was terrified to come out of the tarot closet. Several years ago, I worked for a very conservative organization. It's a religious company that owns a hospital system and a chain. Um, oh, you didn't have time to switch the computer. Okay, we're all good. You know who Jerry is. So, all right. So yeah, so I know what it's like to have that pseudonym, but you were just on the wrong computer. So all right, we're going to go with Diana first. So Diana first. We're coming to you. By the way, if you did not get on the list of 8, let me read that list off again. Diana, Troy, Christine, Chella, Susan with an S, Jerry, Susan with an O, and Larry. So that's the order we're going to go in. If you did get on that reading or you want to piggyback or you're watching in the replay right now in your mind, you don't have to say it out loud because I love like 3 days from now, someone's like, I picked number 1. I'm like, we're not live anymore, but thank you. So you can piggyback on a reading with someone, or you can just be open to all of them being like an 8-card reading for yourself. Oh my gosh.
A whole spread.
We need to write it down and see how this goes. You keep track of yours, I'll keep track of mine.
Okay.
That's right, Susan. Yes. Susan, do you do, what's it called? Is it bio? No. I'm touching the top of my head. For some reason,
Bio.
I want to, Susan, I forget what the name of the work that you do. I know it's oh my gosh, you'll have to tell me. Why am I touching the top of my head? Is it have to do with like energy work or something, or EFT? I don't think it's tapping. So, Diana, you're first. V, I'll let you go first as always.
All right, and this is for Diana.
Correct.
Okay, Diana and all the number ones. Oh, I'm gonna pick 4 today.
All right, V is number 4. I'm gonna pick 7. It's just not a number I pick, and a lot of people love it. Bars, access consciousness. That's it. Access consciousness. That's why I was touching the top of my head.
All right, so Diana, I have the Knight of Wands. All right, so this is saying that it's time to pick up your energy and run. All right, I feel like you've been kind of stepping or treading lightly because you don't want to look or feel as though you're being impulsive, but it's like the energy is behind you to pick it up and go with it. Okay, it's like the energy is there, the passion is there, the intensity is there. This is saying the time is right and the energy is ripe. Okay, take charge, go after what it is that you want. All right, you've played it safe up until now. It's like what I'm feeling is that you've been hesitant about really putting the gas in the tank to go because you're just like, okay, everything is turning out, everything is feeling like it's a good thing, it's not gonna fall through. And sometimes we're slow in moving because we feel that, but then it just keeps coming like, okay, this thing it's not letting up, it's not going away, it's not falling apart. So now it's time to say, all right, it's real, go. Okay, use the energy and go. You've baby stepped it enough. So yeah, yeehaw.
Yeah. And from me, I got the King of Swords, and this is by Sabina Espinet. So beautiful imagery from the Pride Tarot. So, and this to go along with what V said, like giddy up, go, yeehaw, speak your truth. King of Swords is Gemini energy in my world. And this is about, taking charge. It's interesting because usually the King of Swords is on a throne, and what is behind him looks like it might be the points of a throne, but I think that's his kingdom, and he's standing out in front. And I feel like he's standing and ready to swing the sword. So we're not sitting down, giddy up. We're going and speak your truth, say what's on your mind, say what you feel, and get the job done. This may require a little bit of kind of cutting some things and people and stuff out of your life, but definitely there's movement forward. 2 masculine dynamic cards. Fire
Mm-hmm.
Wands and Swords Air, both masculine dynamic. Go, go, go. Well, that looked cool.
Yes.
So there's number ones. And for Diana, thank you. All right,
Thank you.
I'm writing down King Swords.
Yep, I wrote down Knight of Wands.
All right, next is Troy.
Troy, our love child.
No, not Troy, our love child. This is Troy Foreman.
Oh, this isn't our love child. Sorry.
we have a Tara love child named Troy. I think I'm looking at the tiny image of you, Troy, and I'm thinking that you and I might be about the same age. So I don't think we can have a love child.
All right. So, Troy, here we have the 2 of Pentacles. All right. So, this is a card of juggling, of balancing. This may be juggling your finances. I always call it the rob Peter to pay Paul. Just trying to figure out how to make the eat, how to make everything work out. All right. It is saying that you have the ability to juggle, but if you're needing some help, don't be afraid to ask for it. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there to speak up and where you could use some assistance. All right. This person is able to juggle these things well and holding them all together. But nothing else can be thrown into the mix. Okay. So if you have responsibilities that you're starting to see starting to pile up, you also might have to make a decision on, do I want to keep this thing in the hopper or do I want to let it go? It makes me feel like my subscription services that I have, and it's just like, I really can't add another one. I need to let one of them go. Or I like this new thing, but I have to let something go. So you might be at that decision making process where you want to add something to your routine, but you're having to weed out something else. Okay. So I hope that resonates for you, Troy.
And V, hold, keep it Carter for just a second. I don't know why, but the whole time, all I keep thinking is, Troy, be careful. I'm going to say it like I say it. Be careful your boob doesn't fall out. I'm looking at this woman. I keep thinking, oh my gosh, her boob's going to fall out. So be very conscious of, quote unquote, like your movement and what might you be showing to people, or
Mm,
inadvertently allowing people to see that you don't want them to be. It feels like a little bit of kind of like losing yourself in something and getting caught off guard, like a wardrobe malfunction or something. You let me know
mm.
if something literal like that happens, which would be hysterical. I'm sorry, but I got to say it because I kept being drawn to like it's gonna plop out. And then Troy, from me, Troy, I got a 5 of Swords, and this is by
Devin.
Deveti Khalil Faris.
Oh my.
Wow. I'm sorry I brutalized your name. But yeah, so also, and this could be connected back to what I kept saying, be
Devin.
very conscious of taking up your sword, and choose your battles wisely. Um, this is from Spirit. Keep your ego in check right now. We're in retrograde where communication gets all screwed up. So you might literally say something that you're like, that's not what I wanted to say, or that's not how I wanted to come out. So just be very conscious of that. And again, this could go back to why I kept seeing like the boob falling out on the card. It's like, be conscious because you might show, what is it? You might show your cards when
Mhm.
you're playing the game, and then you're going to lose. But yeah. So, and this is Aquarius energy too. So I'm being drawn to that too. So that was your number twos, and for Troy, hey Scott, you finally found whoo.
Hey, Scott.
Did you have trouble? Did you have trouble? Yeah, I do this one on my Mitchell Osborn personal page, which is still my woo woo site, but versus my Mitchell Osborn psychic medium animal communicator. Hey Linda. Yeah, Susan, I was thinking the same thing. We do look like we could be brothers. I need to look at Troy's big picture. But yeah, Troy, you're welcome. Thank you, thank you. All right, Christine is next.
All right, Christine.
So far, I'm on a swords roll tonight.
All right, so Christine, for you.
And real quick, anybody that's joined us, you can pick a number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and piggyback on a reading for somebody else.
All right, so Christine, for you, I have the 9 of Pentacles. Whoop, whoop. This is the card of I can do bad all by my damn self. So this is saying that, you really put in the time and the effort to make your garden grow. Okay. Not to say that you haven't had help or you can't have help, but there's this personal satisfaction that's coming from, you putting in the work and seeing your efforts come to fruition. This is the card of security and stability that you have created for yourself. Okay. You feel really rooted and grounded in everything that's going on. And it's a 9. So you're also looking at, there's this element of completion. So I don't know if there's a project that you just finished and you're just kind of basking in the glow of completing it, and then, getting ready to figure out, okay, what's next in the hopper? What's next do I need to, or what do I want to work on? But I feel like whatever this is giving you the satisfaction to say, hey, I can do this. I have done this and I did really well for myself. So congratulations with that.
I love your interpretation because in the olden days, that card was the kept woman. And it
Mm-hmm.
just, it had never, in the last 10 years, it had never had that resonation with me. It was like, no, she owns the freaking house. The bird is hers. the
Yes. Yep.
she's got it all. She brought home the bacon, fried it up in the pan. Never let you forget. She's a woman. All right, and then Christine from me. Ooh, the 3 of Swords, and this is by Sabina Espinette. I'm picking. Oh my gosh, this is all swords tonight. What is up with
Yep.
that? And I shuffled the sheesh out of it. So Christine, I this card is really interesting. and it's Three of Swords. It's got that feel, but there is this kind of glorious light behind the heart. Like this is gonna really, really help, like moving through the pain and the loss. And I love that it's like it's almost like a balloon too. So it's almost like this is gross the way it's spirit showing me in my head. You've got to pierce the heart, drain all the blood out of it to get to the next. Yeah, that's what they show me. To get to that sunlight, to get to the beauty, to get to the goodness, to heal. Because it's almost like you just keep holding it in your heart, holding it in your heart, holding it in your heart, and it's time to let it go and release it. And I will say this for threes and Christine, now is a really good time to release some of that in Mercury retrograde, dealing still in Gemini, which is a lot of, this is Aquarius, but it's still swords. So it's got a lot of that air element and communication element with all that's going on with Gemini and Mercury retrograde. So really find the time to release, to renew, redo, revitalize, rekindle, all those re's that are really good to do during Mercury retrograde. So Christine and all the number threes, that was for you. And thank you.
And it's like your interpretation made me honestly think of like a blister, and
Yes,
it just
yes.
grows, and it's like we know that we want it to, heal, but you got to pop it, you got to let all the stuff out of it so that it can. Exactly. It's
Or
like
like an
release.
abscess in something, it ain't doing no good.
Yep.
Or let me go to Mitchellland. Or you got a barrel full of gas and you got to let it out because it hurts. And you're in a crowded place and it's quiet.
Oh
So you. All right, Shella and V number fours, and Scott shows number four. So this is for all the number fours, but mainly for Shella and then V.
no. All right, so let's see, here we go. All right, so we have judgment. All right. So judgment here. I love it because it feels like rebirth. It feels as though you're at this point of, forgiving yourself to start over. A lot of times we want to start over, but we have all of the, thoughts in the past of what happened, what we continue to hold against ourselves, that don't allow us to take those steps to go forward. Oftentimes we want to put it on somebody else and say, hey, this happened. This person thinks these things of me and I can't do X, Y, and Z. But this is really you forgiving yourself and saying, I'm starting over. I have this clean slate. All right. So this is about getting rid of the opinions, getting rid of all of the stuff that has held you back to really step out to start over in your greatness. Okay. Um, and there's usually a horn in here, but there's this element of rejoicing as well. I love it because the people down here are like in black and white, and the angel here is in color. So it's like, the color will return, once you decide to pick yourself up and start over from square one. Okay. So,
And it's funny you said there's usually a horn in here because you couldn't hear it, but I did the because you're like judgment. Oh, so and we'll go to Christine's comment, but let me pull. This is for V and Shella. All right. So and from me, the Nine of Pentacles, which we just had, and this is from Ryan Edward.
oh,
This
nice.
maybe Lenormand. So just first of all, such a beautiful image. So I'm going totally away from traditional reading here for Nine of Pentacles for. Wait a minute, this is for Shella, and that is yeah, dance a little bit, enjoy life a little bit right now, get out, put on the skirt with the slit way up your thigh, put on some high heels, makeup, hair, do all that stuff, and go have some fun. It's so funny because I feel a lot more Three of Cups to this than the actual Nine of Pentacles. But what I feel like, and this is from Spirit kind of connecting a little bit back to the Nine of Pentacles, by you going out and celebrating all of that, then it kind of gives you like a purpose. how much it solidifies the hard work you've done and the things that you have, because Nine of Coins is often about the house, the home, all the physical things that you've accumulated, your family. And by going out and dancing and celebrating, it's like you're acknowledging those things are important. It's like you're celebrating the hard work that you've done. And and it's okay to go out and have a little bit of fun, because this is also the show me balance too. So this is about balance and having some fun. So yeah, I'm trying to see if we can get a little better image. Oh, I love the hands. The hands are even up like this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mara, I'm glad the 4 resonates with you as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
that was 9 of Pentacles. I'm writing all these down.
I'm writing mine down too.
So that was Shella and V. We're going to Susan S next, and that would be all the number 5s. Okay, so Christine said, thanks completely, my tarot deck loving that artist spotlight in the Cartomancer this month. Oh my gosh, that is,
Yes.
it was tarot deck loving that. Oh my God, and about my pop my blister. Okay, I can't even read it. So thanks completing my tarot deck loving that artist spotlight in Cartomancer this month, and about to pop the blister of right now and evolve. And yes, then it gets so good. Thank you very much for the magical. Oh, you're welcome. Yay. So did I, are you in one of these that I held up? Are you in what, Christine? You said the Cartomancer? Is that what you're saying? Artist spotlight in the Cartomancer? Because were you here when I held these up? I just got both of them in today. All right. You're welcome, Diana.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
gosh, that's wonderful. I love it. All right, so
Yeah.
Susan S, number 5s is next.
All right, Susan S. We have this Queen of Swords. All right, so
Yes.
Susan, listen. It's time for you to get down to the brass tacks. Cut some things down to the white meat. All right. Stop ring around the rosy end, with your communication. It's time for you to be direct. Okay. You have some things that you're wanting to either accomplish or have come to you. But the thing is, the more elusive you are, the more elusive the thing is. So it's time for you to be direct, clear cut, no BS, expressing yourself on what it is that it's you're due, basically, you know um and if someone is trying to play with your emotions, play with your time, it's time to let them know you're not the one. Okay. So this is all about that sense of direct communication. I don't want to say wall up your emotions, but it's saying that there needs to be some boundary. I think your emotions have been keeping you in the ring around the rosy. It's really time for you to say, all right, emotions, have a seat for a second. Let's get down to the brass tacks. All right. It's time for us to cut the BS. Okay. So I hope this resonates for you.
And I feel like, Susan, you are the Queen of Swords. Did you say she's Libra? Did you say she's Libra energy? We have to find out if she is Libra. And then from me, I don't do reverse. So the Magician, oh my gosh, look at this card. So
Is
this
that
is from Felix Dione. That is that like free? No, who is that?
it's not, it looks
It's
like a bearded lady. It's not Frida Kahlo.
Yes, it's like the bearded lady
Yeah.
from The Greatest Showman. Oh my gosh.
Don't
So, yeah, I know. This is me. That's it. The Magician. This is you. This is me. This is it. So, Susan S, for you, she's Virgo. Oh, I love it. Very similar to that Libra energy. But the Magician is this Mercury communicating mofo. You've got everything that you need. That's what the Magician has: the wands, the cups, the coins or pinnacles, the swords, and they are the ultimate alchemist. It's so funny because, Susan, I'm literally seeing like you, like standing tall and commanding that presence in the room, like I know you do because I've seen you and met you physically. And it's like, step back into that energy. It's almost like someone needs to, I'm seeing someone wind up that wet towel and pop you like we used to do in the locker room. It's almost like they're trying to get you to move again. And I don't know how the pandemic affected you, if you felt beat down or just like stuck or whatever, but it's like, V, you said it from what the first thing you said, Susan, Susan, Susan. It's like, now, let's get going. So now
It's
is
not.
the time. Now is the best time. Now is the
Mm-hmm.
best time of your life. Life is a prize. Live every moment. Open your heart and watch how you win it. Yesterday's memories may sparkle and shine. This is from Disney. I'm sorry, but literally, it's like it's from the GE Carousel of Progress. Go look up those words, Susan.
Oh,
Those are your words. Yes, D, all the above. I love it. I love it. All right, so Susan, that was for you, and anybody else, number 5.
oh, brass tacks basically just means like very cut to the chase. I like to say straight shot, no chaser. You know, yeah, brass tacks, the bottom line.
I was trying to tap back. Yes, Scott, that is a cool magician, isn't it? And by the way, everybody, if you missed it, I'm reading from the Pride Tarot deck this month, so I'll probably do it the next 2 ones. Yes, get down to business. So Jerry, we're coming at you next, or
All right,
Sherry,
Sherry.
Sherry Beach,
Okay.
Lake, Lagoon. So this is all the number 6s.
All right. Oh, we have, and I love it. This deck is this is
Woo!
the two of but it says everything is fine. So here's the thing, everything is not fine. This is kind of like, you just laying down and taking it, basically. It's like all these things that are happening, and you're just like, no, I can still do more. Everything's fine, when there's basically a lot of things going on that need to be communicated about. All right. The Ten of Swords for me is always like a pincushion card. You can only take so much before you uh, are divided 1,000 times, or you just fall down, you just fall to pieces, basically. All right, so this is talking about you having boundaries. It's time for you to what's the word? Oh crap, now the word is missing. Reassess your boundaries, figure out what your hell no's are and hell yeses are, and let everybody know that you can't handle it all. You're not meant to handle it all. Okay? But you're the only one that can stand up to tell people no. Okay? Because if you don't say no and you continue to take on, people will gladly continue to give you more things. All right? So everything is not fine. Ask for what you need. Start saying no. Okay?
And Scott, this is what V's reading with the Modern Witch.
Modern Witches Tarot. Yes.
Modern Witches Tarot. All right, and then Jerry, from me, the card is, why do I keep getting reversals? Page of Swords. Oh my God, it was my sword night. So yeah, there's a lot to learn here, and I think it's literally about. I'm going to go ahead and say just the obvious because Spirit, I asked, do I say the obvious? So there's a lot to learn about effective communication right now. Be conscious of it because we are in retrograde. So communicating effectively is a little bit of a challenge, or can be right now. Cross the T, dot the I's. But I feel like if you've been putting off learning something, getting another certification or another course or something like that, it's a really good time to step into that energy, be a little useful, have some fun. And if there's nothing out there on your radar to learn, go take a basket weaving class, go learn improv, go do something that just puts you out of your comfort zone a little bit, and helps you maybe effectively communicate better. Creative writing class or something like that where there's communication involved. Yeah, so that's number 6s. And for Jerry, that was the Page of Swords. And we're going to Susan O and me next.
All right.
So 4 out of the 6s have been swords.
Oops. All right. Here we have the Four of Cups. I love it because she's sitting here and her hoodie literally says over it. So this is saying that, if you're bored, if you feel stuck, you're the only one responsible for getting you out of that space. Okay? If there is something that you are over or that you are bored of, shift your energy so that you can move into something that is more exciting, more exhilarating. Okay? The thing is, if you keep ignoring these opportunities that are coming at you, you won't have anything new, to start to be a part of, to grow. Okay. So this is about emotional stagnation. It's time for you and to figure out how to shift your energy. Sometimes we wait for something to happen to shift our energy, but it really is about for you to learn how to shift it yourself. We can whine and complain about, how so and so is doing and how this is going for them, but you need to look at yourself and ask, well, what am I doing for me so that I can grow and prosper and all of those things. All right. So you are in charge of your emotional energy. If you don't like where it is, it's time for you to get up and move and do something to change it.
We got
Okay.
the troll. So Baba Abawapante Osho. I'm
Bye.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I blocked them, so they should be all blocked by now.
Susan says, oh boy, how true. Totally over it. If you're over it, start making decisions to make some moves.
And then Susan, from me, I'm going to go with Knight of Pentacles. Oh my
Let's
gosh, look at
see.
this beautiful card. And this is from Stanley Morrison. I do not know who that is, but hello, Stanley. So, Knight of Pentacles. And I love that this creature and knight is moving forward. Knight of
Mhm,
Pentacles is often one that moves slowly, steadily, very consciously.
mhm,
And the pentacles and coins are all about all the human stuff, the physical stuff in this world, but I love the intent look of the creature. So as you move forward, keep your eyes wide open. Even though you may not feel like you're the driver, you're the one in control. This is like defensive driving, so be conscious of what's going on around you, and not get caught off guard. Even though you may not be the one driving the bus, you can still from the back of the bus say, watch out, or
yeah.
say, let me off the next stop, I'm done. But yeah, so just continue moving forward slowly and steadily. And yeah, adding in all what V said, just hang tight with that. So cool. All right. So that was for Susan and me and all the number sevens, Knight of Pentacles.
Defensive drive. Yes. Susan says, what area of my life is the tarot reading, is the tarot referencing with the Queen of Swords and the Magician? Um, Honestly, it feels like wherever it is that you're wanting to make change, communicating that and recognizing that you have the energy to make it happen. But do you
And
have specific with that?
and for me, Susan, I feel like it's kind of about asserting your place in the world and the community. I can feel a little bit of like business, but it feels
Mhm.
more like the part of the business where you're um, where there's more of socializing or talking. So if you were like, let's just say you were like an Amazon package deliverer, the work is driving, the work is dropping the packages off, but then all of a sudden when someone's standing at the door and you're handing them their package, that inner exchange, like at that moment, is what I feel like is important with a magician, realizing you have everything you need as you're making that one-on-one communication with people, with crowds, versus like the physical work of the product of whatever that you are doing or you're gonna do. Because I keep feeling there's a little bit of a change,
Mhm.
involved for you, and I think that leads up to it. So hope that made some sense. All right, last one, Larry. Hold on, let me do that. Let me do it, Larry.
I have to go back so I can catch all these sound effects. All right, he's been popping in and out, so maybe I don't know if he's here. I think he's here. All right, so this is for Larry and all the number eights. All right, so what we have, the Fool. So this Fool energy
He's
is
here.
he's here. Oh, this Fool energy is all about taking a leap of faith. It's the beginning of a journey. All right. And this is kind of like a starting over period, especially if you've been through some things and you've learned, you've gained the knowledge and some wisdom, and you're like, okay, I'm grounded in those things, and now I'm going to start off on a new journey with everything that I've learned and I'm taking with me. All right. Related to Aquarius, and also Uranus. So this is kind of like the rebel, and I know my husband. So yeah, the rebel kind of, going with your own flow, so to speak. You know, going against the grain, marching to the beat of your own drummer on this new journey. Okay, so yeah, you're fully invested, and you have it's this innocence that starts with it as well. You know, rejoice, and be joyful in the start of this journey.
Yes, people, she said you're honest. Scott, you saw that, didn't you? So, and then for me, Larry, oh my gosh, this is the high priestess. Can we just say, damn, look at this? Polly Faye, whoever you are, this is gorgeous. It's like the snow queen. Goddess, look at that. Are those butterfly moth wings coming out
They-
from her? So the high priestess is, and as you step into, that fool energy, um, really embrace the fact that you've got great guidance, internal guidance.
Mhm.
You've been there, you've done that. You are smart, you are wise, and you know how to trust that intuition, an intuitive part of you. So second guessing is part of human nature, and it's okay if that comes up, but just like honor it and say, all right, I honor the second guessing, but I'm going to move forward anyway. Because I think the high priestess is brave. I think that they are very brave, and for me, bravery is, admitting your fear. You're in a place of fear, but you're still going to go ahead and do what you need to do anyway.
Mhm.
Standing at the edge of the airplane with the parachute on your back. Oh my gosh, I don't know anybody who wouldn't be afraid the first, third, fifth, sixth time, but there's still the courage
Mhm.
is jumping out, and the trust that comes with it. So yeah. And there's a beautiful metaphor there with the parachute and jumping, flying, which also goes along with the fool, because that's what the fool does every freaking day. It steps off the cliff. There's that little knapsack. That's a parachute.
Mhm. Yep. And the
All
thing is,
right.
is that don't step off this cliff. We don't know if we can fly. So
Right. All right. So we kind of did something we've never done before. And we're like, you know what? Let's pull all 8 cards and see what it looks like. So you want to go first? You want me to go first to go over your cards?
sure.
And just kind of whatever you feel.
So 1 through 8, I got the Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Fool. Um, and it's funny, just like looking through these, it feels like a whole cycle within itself. Like the Knight of Wands is the taking off. There's the back. There's a sense of completion and excitement. But the Judgment is just like whatever that completion was, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, or it didn't hit the mark that you thought. It did good, but it didn't hit the mark. So it's like forgiving yourself, going back to the drawing board with that Queen of Swords, making a different plan, tightening the reins a little bit. The Ten of Swords, having that sense uh of boundary. That's where you figure out where you want to maneuver things. The Four of Cups is kind of saying, you know what, it just doesn't have the same zhuzh. But the Fool is saying, hey, let's start again. Let's try it all over again. So it just felt like a whole cycle of kind of like getting started, figuring out what the process is, what works, what doesn't work, and then starting again. So
Cool. So looking over mine, King of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Magician, Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess. So first of all, half of my cards were swords. So a lot about communication, a lot about dynamic, masculine movement forward. We are in Gemini right now. We're in retrograde. That is about thought, logic, reason, and air. Two Pentacles. But the funny thing is, I have no wands and no cups. So
interesting.
there's no fire. There's no transformation tonight for me in my readings. And there was nothing really emotional about tonight, especially with Four Swords. Not always a lot of emotions involved there. And let's see, Magician and High Priestess. So I got that's 1 and 2. So
Mhm.
again, another thing is that this is very early on in that fool's journey, and you got the fool as well. Did either you got the fool? I got the 1. I got the 2. Nobody got the Empress. So
Nope.
it's like tonight. There's a lot of masculine energy on mine, and a lot of starts and beginnings, and like new things going on all over, or as a whole. So really interesting kind of a thing. Like no cups, and no fire, no emotions on my end.
Yeah. And I think I got one of everything. I got a wand, some pentacles, swords, a cup, and two majors. So,
So very balanced. So yours
mhm,
literally was like an extremely balanced reading.
yeah.
Did I get the queen? I didn't get the Queen of Swords, Susan, in mine, but I got the King, the Page, the three, and also I got a 5, a 3, and a 9, which are again masculine numbers. So my reading was very, very heavily driven masculine movement forward.
Hmm. Oh, happy birthday, Juan!
Yay, Juan! Happy birthday!
On your birthday today.
It's your birthday, and I think, Juan, are you in South America? I can't remember if you're South America.
You don't have a happy birthday song, a horn or anything for happy birthday?
Um, it's
I
kind of
can't hear.
sad, but yeah, that's it. Or we just go with uh,
Ooh, Argentina.
there's a glockenspiel.
I have to go back. I can't hear them.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Juan, I knew you were down there. So, and because my husband's Argentine. He's from the end of the world, fin de mundo,
Wow.
Patagonia. That's what they call Patagonia. It's like the end of the world.
Have you been there? Have you visited?
Not yet. When we
Not yet.
do, we'll probably do it like fly into Buenos Aires, get on a cruise ship, and go all the way down, hit ports, and come out Santiago, Chile. That's probably what we'll do. It's a huge country. It's huge.
Wow.
It's as long as like our United States is wide.
Wow.
Michael, you lost me. Oh, Michael, it is good to see you here. You guys, if you want to get some astrology with some cheekiness, follow Michael Luton. I love the way you deliver the stuff. It is so funny and so cheeky and so sometimes sarcastic and biting, but real, but very real.
I love
So,
it.
all right. Well, V, why don't you tell everybody what you got going on? I'm going to put some links in the chat.
Once again, my Cosmic Confidence course starts this Thursday, the 17th. Kickoff right before the first week, which is the root chakra on June 21st. I put a link early on in the group if you guys are looking for more information for that. I am also, it is June, so I am doing my clockwork tea. This is quarter 3. So this is a big sit down reading where we go over your July, August, and September to talk about the 6 areas of your life, which are self, your health, your money, your love, your career, and your spirituality. There's writing of manifestation goals within this reading, and just giving you the tea of this quarter and how you can maximize it and make it your best. I'm available for regular readings. So yeah, hit me up. My website, www.redlightreadings.com, down here at the bottom. So that's what I got going on.
So I'm doing Tarot Summer School. My course is not till July 5th, but we had Sasha Graham already. Will from Atypical Tarot. I just got 3 of the classes for the Thoth deck. Oh my gosh. The stuff I know why I never got into that. It's a wormhole. It's not even a what do they call it? It's not a rabbit hole. It's a wormhole. Goes on for an eternity. But really enjoying that. But mine is numerology for everyday life, just everyday stuff with numerology, but also numerology and tarot numerology. But you can buy individual courses or the whole 12 teachers. You can check that out, the Tarot Summer School link. Hey, if you want to support us, one of the easiest ways to do that is hit that like button. You can, anytime you see us, you can also share things that helps us. But if you do want to drop in something into one of our tip jars, we put those in there as well. Venmo, PayPal. I think V might use Cash App. Scott says, question V, do you have a YouTube channel you can follow? Yes. What is it, V?
It's Red Light Readings. There's some things there a lot of the stuff that I do and put on YouTube, it goes to my Patreon. So I do have Patreon. It is also red light readings if you guys are interested. And I put my links down there as well.
So you guys, if you want to know more about the Terror Summer School, just click on that link and you can go peruse all the options and see how much things cost. If you want to get a spread from me, I deliver it back in a YouTube video. I put get a spread here. And then if you want to book a session there, I'm about 2 to 3 weeks out. Scott's subscribing now. And Scott, are you a Scene 818? I'm trying to remember. And are you Elemental? I'm trying to remember. Because I'm looking at your tiny little icon and I'm like, there's Chris and Scott and one other person that I met recently that I get the three of you confused. Are you the Scottish accent? The other day I was like, I'm just here for his accent. That's all. I don't know what else. Just I'm here for the accent. My husband would not be able to understand you at all. He has a hard time with British, just English accents. So once you get to Irish and Scottish, it's gone.
No.
So all right, well, we are going to be signing off in the next 30 seconds to a minute. So I like to say namaste. And for me, namaste basically means the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me sees and recognizes the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste. See you in 2 weeks.
And I say namaste. Go get it, y'all.
Woohoo! All right, everybody. Have a good night. One more air horn.
Night, guys.
All right, good night.